Hello and welcome to another episode of Sevtech Ages. So on the last episode we finally reached age 2 and already prepared some stuff. As you can see back here, I put up some floor and now started working on the Tinker's smeltery. If you don't know how to make it, you do need to make grout, um, which is like this. You need a piece of clay, a piece of gravel, and a piece of sand on the millstone, and it gives you two grout, and that's how you make the tinkers, these seared bricks for the smeltery. So it's not really complete at the moment. I do need to make a controller, and if you see the advancements for the controller, we do need a gem which is from the Betweenlands, so that's what we gonna get on this episode. I also worked on the Tinker's 2 stations, so we actually are gonna make a bunch of Tinker's tools, at least the basic ones to for start. So let me get some patterns first. Binding pattern. I want to make a shovel, an axe, just the basic stuff. Sword, guard, and I'll show you real quick some stuff that we can make. I'm just gonna make basic ones for now, like for example, yeah, the how do I'm missing something here. I think I need tinker stations to actually connect them, like so. So yeah, now I can just click it like this, and it's actually gonna put it there. So for now I'm just gonna make super basic ones: a wooden tool rod, wooden binding rod. I don't think it matters. um, I'm gonna need one tool rod for each one. I want to make 3 tools at the start. Yeah, so there is some materials that are better than others, but for the time being I'm just gonna get the basics, because we need to actually get the smeltery working before we can cast metals with it. I could technically cast metals with this small one, but I still need to find the metals and collect them. So yeah, what's gonna do a bone, white guard. I need a blade. What's the attack on it? Wonder what's the best one. Let's make stone for now. I need an axe and a shovel, and then we just come here and combine them like this. A stone mattock as an axe, which does have a decent attack, but I want a sword because it's faster. Let's make the pickaxe, stone pickaxe, and lastly a regular sword, stone broadsword. So I get a better attack speed. Yeah, it's not really that big of a difference on the meta. It's pretty decent. So I can put my old tools away. I'm just gonna keep them on this chest as a reminder of better ages. And later on we're gonna slowly upgrade these tools with actual metals stuff. Probably gonna make bronze or even iron if I can get my hands on some iron. Why did I pick this up? Misclicked. So there's some Tinker's tools. Now you may ask the reason why I'm making Tinker's tools right now. Well, the reason is, if you check the advancements, it's gonna say you need to remake tools when you get to the Betweenlands. If you go there with stone tools, the default ones for Minecraft at least, you're not gonna be able to break anything. It's gonna be super slow to attack mobs and all that kind of stuff. But if I remember correctly, unless they changed it on a recent patch, which I don't believe so, the Tinker's tools actually bypass that, so we don't have to worry about making all new tools to deal with it. So let me sleep real quick, and now we can go. So we can go get our Betweenlands portal. As you can see, the mobs are now have even iron armor, which is a new thing. Bunch of zombies I have to deal with. And I already scouted out. You need to go to swamps to find it's like a Stonehenge structure that some dark druids spawn from. That's where we're gonna need to find to actually go to the Betweenlands. You're gonna need to make a scepter. So let me get there. So here we are. I already scouted this one a few days ago when I was exploring. So as you can see, those guys are gonna start spawning, and they do they can be super annoying. They do it like that. They pick you up and throw you around. And there you go, I got one piece. You need 4 pieces total. So now I just have to stick around here so those guys spawn and I collect the pieces. It's such a nice aesthetic, honestly. I really like the aesthetics of this mod. Even to get the dimension is super cool, super aesthetic. Keep an eye on your health though, because those guys can do a bit of damage. Let me open space here, remove my antique atlas. Make sure I'm topped off. Luckily I have the wolf boots, so I don't take fall damage. But they are super annoying. Yeah, they are super annoying. Stop breaking my stuff. I do believe you can put down pig totems to increase the drop rate. It's gonna be hard to do now that they are attacking me and my health is going down. Need to eat up better food. We are gonna need to get our food situation sorted soon enough, because if you check out there is a nutrition mod where the kind of foods you eat actually matter, and you need to keep a balanced diet. Man, they are so annoying. Especially when they lag like that. It's not fun. Where's my health now? They're recovering. Okay, got 2 pieces. I'm gonna go already and put them in here. Just need 1 more. As you can see, shows you. Got 2 more pieces. Are they repeats? I believe so. Yeah, they're repeats. There we go. And there we go. The swamp's talisman. Give me that. And with this we can actually make our portal. So let me go back to my base and I'll get ready on that. The only thing we need to make the portal is a sapling, and then you right click it on a open space. You need a flat area to actually put it down, and you need plenty of space. It's a very big portal, as you're gonna see. So here I clear a small space, or rather a large place with a plenty of flat ground, and put down the sapling, and I just need to right click it, and as you can see it's gonna complain that it needs even more space. So I don't know what exactly it needs, but maybe put it one further, and there we go. Just like that, it created a portal, which is a huge tree, as you can see. So maybe I should have cleared even this other tree, because now the leaves are making contact. Anyways, before you go, a few warnings. I suggest you to make stone sharpening kits if you have made stone tools as well, because that's the only way to actually repair your stuff. Just combining like this, and you can actually repair your tools. And be aware that when you go to the Betweenlands, your food may become rotten and unusable in that dimension, so you're gonna have to struggle for food over there. For some foods it doesn't happen for some reason, but I'm not exactly how they work. Anyways, let's get in the dimension. Just stand here on the portal and it should teleport us in a few seconds. It is gonna take a while to load, so be aware of that, because it's a very busy dimension and there's a lot of stuff to explain over there. And here you go, it teleports you into a replica of the portal you used. It's also a big tree, and be really careful when you're going out. Okay, so it appears it generated a portal on the middle of a lake, which is not the best situation. Luckily I brought some blocks here to bridge over, so let me just go like this, not like that. And we want to go to the mainland. I got a really bad spawn, but anyways, as you can see, there's another thing on top of your food bar, that's decay. As over time you aside from hunger, you also need to worry about decay. And there's a few here over here. You're gonna need these sap trees to get sap, and you're gonna need to eat that to actually recover from decay. The more decay it builds up, the slower you're gonna be at doing things. Let me actually mark my location here, the portal location, before I get too lost. Portal. And yeah, as you can see, these cooked potatoes from the that you cook on the cauldron actually don't turn into rotten food, so that's lucky. So I do recommend using that. And what we're gonna need to find here is actually the thing we actually gonna need is the purifier, I believe it's called. Yeah, the purifier, that's how you do it. And for that we're gonna need to find octane and some widowwood. So for that we are gonna need to dig down into the world to actually find it, But before I venture down, let me collect some sap here. You just need to break it. As you can see, our Tinker's tools actually work just fine, so that's why I recommended you to make them. Let me climb up here. I should have, yeah, get to the top, break down this whole tree, get as much sap in as I can. One whole tree should last you a while. I'm not even gonna worry about it leaving the floating. It is a bit of an annoying tree to take down, don't get me wrong. As long as you collect nearly a stack of the sap, you should be okay. I do plan on coming to the Betweenlands to explore more. We are gonna try to get the advanced mapping advancement, this one over here, to actually get the JMap mod activated ages before we actually activate it. And as you can see as well, there's a bunch of new tabs here for the Betweenlands advancements. We're slowly gonna work through them to actually hunt them. I do plan on future episodes when we are more geared and have more stuff for easier exploration to actually hunt some of the advancements we left behind. So let me replant this and keep some for home maybe. Yeah, let's go back here close to the portal. Actually start digging down just next to this tree. It is a very dark dimension. Other thing you should know is like the surface level is actually much higher, so the caves are huge. It has even 2 layers of caves. One thing I can do is use the blood lamp sigil to actually make things watchable. So yeah. And I also like the blocks from this place. They have a nice aesthetic to them, so I do plan on using quite a few blocks from this dimension to building stuff. So we're gonna need octane, which spawns on a deeper layer, and also we're gonna need sulfur to actually make. Here's some sulfur already. So it's basically the coal of this dimension. Other useful things, there's also shears and a bucket, which you can make with this blue ore over there. Which can be helpful at the start especially. So I'm gonna collect a bunch of this stuff. There's also the slime bone ore, which you can use to make tools. And yeah, so I'm gonna explore a bit of this cave, go deeper down, and I'll bring you guys back whenever I find the ore that we actually need. So it didn't take long. I came down just a few more. There's another pebble. I got attacked by one of those. Those mobs are funny. They are not that strong though. They're annoying to hit, but yeah, and they do drop ores on other stuff. So here's the octane ore. It does glow in the dark, as you can see it, and you should be able to mine it with stone pickaxe from Tinkers. So yeah, we need actually, I think we have enough from the octane ore. You could also make the Betweenlands tools; those are very useful. But for all that I need, that's gonna be enough. So I'm gonna go back to the surface and we're gonna work on that stuff. So here back at the surface, we actually gonna go, before we prep the purifier and all that, I wanted to show you, we're looking for these gems that are found underwater. Here's a red one. We actually need the blue one, but since we found it, might as well grab it. You should be able to mine it even underwater. Here I found a green one, and we're looking for the blue one. So hopefully if we walk around here a bit more on the swamp, we are gonna find it. Shouldn't be too hard. If we're lucky, we're gonna spot one at any point. There are a lot of things here that can harm us, but yeah, it's a very lively place to say the least. And I do believe you can also find overworld ores here, so just be aware of that. So I'm gonna hunt down this blue one, and I'll bring you back whenever I find one. So here we are back at the portal, and I'm using this as a temporary base over here. And yeah, you're gonna need to actually cut down the wood as you did on the first age here, unless you want to bring everything back to the overworld to deal with that. And do go ahead and craft a crafting table from the Betweenlands. Now with this we're gonna need a bit more wood. Just gonna cut this all down into planks. And we are gonna need to make a furnace. So with the Betweenlands stone, you should be able to make a furnace just like this. You can make it into a double furnace if you want, but using sulfur we can just smelt down this ore. I do recommend to get a few samurai to actually make the bucket, because we are gonna need to collect swamp water out here to actually use it on the purifier. So while it smelts, that's why I said you could make a double furnace to actually make things a bit faster. But we only need 3 of these. I'm gonna wait for it to smelt. While it or smelt, I do want to show you actually one thing we're gonna probably do on the next episode. There's actually an expansion of Tinker's Construct, which is Tinker's Armory or something like that. Construct's Armory is the name of the mod, where you can actually make armor, which is a really cool mod, and I do have in mind some exploration for us to actually get armor, mainly finding an ocean temple for the prismarine and the sponge. I usually make my armor cores out of prismarine. It does give 18 defense as the main piece, is a very high compared to everything else you can get at this age. Prismarine core and sponge platings, I believe, and bone trims. So everything, the bone trim is mainly for the trait that it gives. I cannot find it here for some reason. Here it's skeletal. It does increase even more the value of the toughness of the armor, but that's for the next episode. Anyways, let's I do need to grab the buckets. Now I can see here the recipe because I forgot exactly what we need. We need swamp reed for making reed rope, so should be some outside here. Yeah, these things. Just collect these. And make them into reed rope. Should be plenty. Now I can make a samurai bucket, and we also can make the purifier. Now the purifier can do a lot of things. It can purify the ground for actually planting things over here, but that's all things we're probably gonna do at a later episode. I think I cannot cook this. Okay, guess I can't. So let me grab some here from outside. A few buckets of these. I believe 4 or 5 is the max. Just, yeah, 4 is the max. So just fill it up, and now you can put your gems like this and put some sulfur, and it's gonna purify. These gems are not only used for the controller, they actually can be combined into armor and tools to actually give them effects. For example, the blue one actually on armor, I believe it gives defense, like a boost to defense whenever you're attacked. Yeah, chance to gain defense when attacked, and one weapons chance to weaken enemies when attacking. So I do recommend you tinker around and put them on your armor. They can even be combined on construct armor, the Tinker's one, and either Tinker, and I believe even Tinker's too. So I got 2 of the blue ones, 1 of the green ones, which I believe gives healing. Those are very useful, and I also got 2 of the red ones. So I'm gonna save later, collect some for my Tinker's armory armor. I'm gonna put one on my boots. Chance to absorb damage when attacked. So just like this, you can put it on your crafting grid, and it's gonna go green gem. And you get even an advancement for it. And the red one, I believe I can put on my sword. Give it just a minute to cook down, and just like that. Let me see. No, I don't. Yeah, it doesn't work on Tinker's weapons apparently, but it does. I do know it works on Betweenlands weapons. It does work on armor though. Like for example, if I wanted to put it here, chance to hurt enemies when attacking, I could put it there if I really wanted to. So yeah, for now I'm just gonna hold on to them for my future armor, and that's it. We got the blue one, got 2 blue, and already used the rest of them, and I got a bunch of things on my inventory. But yeah, I think that's all we needed to do here on the Betweenlands for the beginning. We are gonna come back here in the future to actually do some progression. So we're here back at the base. Let's go finish our Tinker's smeltery. I should have some leftovers here, bricked here. Grab one of these, and just like this, smeltery controller. Now we can complete our smeltery. Just like that, we have a small smeltery. I am going to expand it over time, with the I'm gonna need to craft more sear bricks and all that. On the next episode, I'm also gonna add the armory 2 station here. I forgot what it's called, but yeah. And on the next episode, I'm probably gonna start us. I'm gonna go look for an ocean temple and gonna start us there, so we can get our armor working, and then we can focus on astro sorcery again. So anyways, I believe that's about it. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you did. It was a bit of a rushed episode. We didn't do much, but bit by bit we're gonna get there. I am considering on making these episodes a bit longer. Depends on my mood, so I get more stuff done on a single episode. I don't plan them too much ahead. I have a rough idea of what I'm gonna do. Either way, leave a like if you like the video. Please consider subscribing if you do. Like is gonna help out the channel a lot. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next time. See ya. Bye bye.